When I did my A-levels, I did one film at AS in my first year of sixth form and another film at, as a final year hand-in for A-levels. So that's kind of my first attempt at making films. They will never ever see the light of day, but that's probably for the best.
Film's a big industry. There's lots of people want to do film, but then there's lots of people want to get their stuff out there. So it's getting heard, getting that exposure, getting your work out there, finding somewhere, I don't know, to screen it or someone to feedback on it.
When I first met Gabriel Brown, he told me about life skills, and I was immediately introduced to his willingness and alacrity to turn it into a film.
Do you think Newcastle and the Northeast provide a variety of places to use for cinematography in the production of a film?
100%. Not just Newcastle, but like you said, the Northeast. There's where I live, Alnwick. There's Berwick, there's Morpeth. I'm kind of naming the main places there, but even just down to little hidden places or maybe smaller places like the beach at Howick or the beach at Longhorton. There's lovely places all over the Northeast.
A day in the job for a young filmmaker is not easy. It was never meant to be. Deciding upon the frames, searching the area for the best places for your scenes, trying to find the best spot for your interviews. All that can be tricky and time-consuming.
Life skills documentary. It's going to be my first proper experience of trying to submit to festivals, and if I get lucky and a festival takes me on, then it'll be my first experience. The sort of main aim of the documentary is to promote PSHE or life skills lessons that are taught in schools, and it's all about me and teachers and other people, but young people especially, having a voice, and essentially it's a campaign film for those lessons to say, hey, we think we should be taught them more, we think they're important, we think they're up there with maths and English kind of thing. So it'd just be questions about that and how often you guys are taught the lesson. Randy, you okay? Yeah. Firstly, just what are your names and how old are you? Are all of you taught PSHE? All of them are how sort of often would you say? As well as young people being in it, like I said, the idea is kind of to give them a way to express their views. I mean, young people nowadays, they're more vocal than ever, and it's kind of giving them another avenue to say something. If they want to make a change about these lessons, this film is where I'm saying, hey, you can come and say what you want. And then the idea is kind of to have a launch night for the film and invite, I guess, what you'd call decision makers, or whether they can attend or not, the idea with the film is to send it to those decision makers, you know, like your MPs or your Ofsted, the people who inspect in schools, and kind of say, oh, look, here's a huge film that we've put months together and all these young people are saying they want the lesson. Could you maybe do something about it?
Did you get the consent about it?
For like people to be in the film?
To film in the schools?
Yeah.
How did you manage to do that?
Well, mainly it was because the Key, who are hosting me, they've got the contacts. So it was a little bit easier than me having to ring up the school.
Do you connect first the parents firstly at first point?
No, the teachers mainly. If there's like a teacher who is organising the filming.
And the director of the school?
Yeah, or the head teacher, whoever's the best point of contact. I then kind of have said to them, here's my consent form. Everyone who's going to be in the lesson needs to have one signed.
Yeah.
They need to take it home and get it signed by an adult.
So you didn't have any problems with the police or stuff?
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
thank God. But I just, especially since it's young people, I've been trying to just make sure consent has been gained as best as possible.
Got, the ethical parts are covered.
There's some places like Stepney Bank Stables I filmed at. They've got their own version of a consent form, which they've given to me at the meantime until the young people have signed the proper consent form.
Are you gonna have some budget for your film? Have you received it?
Yes, I did get a budget, about 16,000-ish, and that's kind of a smattering of different areas.
Yes.
That's kind of going. That was worked out with help from the funders. They kind of advised me on that because it's the first sort of time I had to think about budget in the film sense. You know, so that they kind of said, oh well, you'd base your travel budget based on this amount of, I don't know, metro passes or bus passes, so that's kind of been...
What would you say that you consider the most expensive part of the production when producing your content, your film?
I think travel.
Travel around places, do you mean?
Yeah, travelling around, because I've had to sort of go here, there and everywhere for this project. Equipment as well, because I did have a small allowance of equipment which helped me get like an LED light and stuff. I've not yet tried to look at somewhere for showing the film, so but I think sometimes it takes. I think I looked into Tyneside Cinema before this project, and that was like a couple of hundred to hire it out for the night. So I don't know if that's gone up. I don't know if that's gone down.
Sending a film out there is like throwing in the sea a message in a bottle. But someone will receive it. Someone will be the recipient of it. Someone will be influenced by it. As I was by Gabriel Brown and Life Skills documentary. No matter what, in the end, it will always be a love letter to filmmaking. And then, fingers crossed, until the next one.